Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
These have been tough times, and we could all use a helping hand to get through this period. GUT Credit Union gives you the opportunity to do just that without a worry. What are you looking forward to? A relaxing staycation? Brand new appliances or devices? Consolidating your debt to get more money in your pocket? Not a member? No worries. Come in and find out how you too can make the most of this offer. Or visit us today. Yes, you can have a brighter Christmas season with GUT Credit Union. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
This is the GBN television news for Wednesday, December 16th, 2020. I'm Chrislyn, Lashington. In the headlines, National Democratic Congress calls for resignation of health and tourism ministers. Sandoz says no comment to local media, but provides information to overseas news organizations. More than 500 people on testing list following Sandoz cluster outbreak. St. George's University tightens access to local campus as it monitors soaring testing pool. Toby's Senate appointee admonishes the media for what he claims is a disregard of the opposition. Band leader tells GBN COVID puts a spoke in parang wheel, but the lyrics will still flow. And in around the globe, Antigua cabinet to discuss reintroduction of voluntary redundancy at the Port Authority. Coming up in sports, West Indies hoping to rebound from devastating loss to New Zealand. Details right after this message.
This is GBN, the nation's news leader. This segment is brought to you by Quartz Grenada Limited.
Despite the situation we now face, one thing is for certain. We will get through this together. As much as we are a part of your community, you are a part of who we are. Let's take care of each other during this time, as we always do. And soon, we know that with the dawn of that new day, all of this will be over, and our land will once again be healed. In the meantime, stay safe. Know that we're here for you. Quartz, bringing value home.
Good evening. This is Network News on GBN Television and K105, as well as our social platforms. Sandoz Resorts has earned the title of Ground Zero in relation to Grenada's COVID-19 spike. And while it faces massive public relations disaster, the hotel seems to be paying little mind to the local media. However, recognizing the potential for a damage to its brand, its emphasis is being placed on overseas press officials at the five-star hotel, as the five-star hotel has declined to comment to the GBN and other local media houses, even when contacted as recent as Wednesday morning. Beverly Telesford starts us off this evening.
Corporate Communications Officer at Sandoz Resort, Grenada, Dillian Forrester, on Wednesday told a GBN reporter via telephone that the resort will not be making any public statements. However, their media silence does not seem to apply to international establishments. An article published on WashingtonPost.com quoted a spokesperson for the resort as saying in an email that the resort remains open for current guests to enjoy and that quarantine measures are being strictly enforced so that there is a zero risk to the rest of the resort's operations. The spokesperson, according to the article, also said that out of an abundance of caution, the resort is not accepting new guests at this time, and they are working with them to accommodate their travel plans to another one of Sandoz resorts in the Caribbean region. Sandoz and government have come under heavy fire for the cluster, which so far yielded 39 positive cases of the deadly virus from the more than 500 tests carried out. Member of the COVID committee, Dr. George Mitchell, appeared on GBN's To The Point on Monday and said measures to lower the risk of the spread of the virus were put in place ahead of the resort's reopening in October. However, he believes after weeks of operation, complacency took over, which contributed to the outbreak.
What we have done and what we stuck with is the protocol that says you must, for Sandoz guests, you must have a test result that is 7 days or less. So basically sticking to the original protocol. And that whoever qualifies with that can come to the resort and circulate within the resort with all the protocols that have been established.
Up to late last week, Grenada recorded 43 cases of COVID-19, but since the outbreak, that number has jumped to 85, 44 of which are currently active as of midday Wednesday, with over 200 tests still to come in. For GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
The National Democratic Congress is calling for the resignation of the Ministers of Tourism and Health. With 44 active cases now on island and 222 results pending, the NDC is citing this present situation as an act of negligence that the Prime Minister should take responsibility for. We get the details on this one from Chrislyn John.
Prime Minister and Minister for National Security, Dr. Keith Mitchell, continues to come under fire from different factions of society. His latest condemnation comes from the Deputy Chairman of the National Democratic Congress and spokesperson with responsibility for health and social security, Kennedy Roberts. He deemed the Prime Minister's national address on Monday night as disappointing.
The national address delivered by the Prime Minister was not just a total disappointment, but bordered on disrespect to the Grenadian people. He did not acknowledge the responsibility of the Cabinet for the current situation with regard to the spread of the coronavirus. This is directly based on their tourism and public health policies and highlights the reality that this administration cares more about revenue from the tourism sector than for the health and welfare of the majority of Grenadians.
Further, he calls for an expression of regret from the Prime Minister and the stepping down from office of the Ministers of Health and Tourism.
The National Democratic Congress calls on the Prime Minister to acknowledge responsibility for this current community spread of the COVID-19 virus in Grenada and apologize to the nation for this policy failure relating to the management of the COVID-19 pandemic. The NDC is asking the Prime Minister to apologize to the Grenadian people and in particular the families affected by this current situation. The NDC is demanding an impartial inquiry into this COVID-19 spread fiasco to determine what were the factors responsible and ensure that this does not occur again. The NDC calls on the Ministers of Health and Tourism to do what is appropriate in this situation and submit their resignation for the failure of their pure safe accommodation program.
The data presented in the national address, Roberts says, does not correspond with the current realities of the COVID-19 pandemic. Referencing the Prime Minister's statement that the situation is under control, Roberts believes the Prime Minister is downplaying the potential catastrophe this can create.
There was no remorse, no apology, no sincere expression of concern for the workers, no empathy for the affected families, apart from one short sentence, but rather trying to make the Grenadian people have a sense of guilt, as if we the people had done something wrong. The Prime Minister must take responsibility for the failure of the administration's policy relating to pure, safe accommodation. This policy allows specific hotels to be exempted from the protocols established regarding testing 4 days after arriving into the country. The Prime Minister and his administration also has to take full responsibility for the high level of stress and other mental health issues affecting the population as a result of this current situation with the COVID-19 spread.
Roberts believes that the leeway given to some hotels provides an avenue for the virus to easily enter the country. Chrislyn John, GBN News.
The numbers continue to swell. As of today, more than 500 people are being told that they need to be subjected to COVID-19 tests as a result of the Sandals cluster. Health officials say they are still awaiting the results for more than 220 further contacts. That number is expected to increase as the investigations continue. So far, more than 500 people, including employees and affiliated workers, have been tested at the Sandals cluster facility. 14 have been deemed positive. 5 of them are imported and are in quarantine in other facilities. All cases and their known contacts have been ordered to quarantine for 14 days. Health officials say the incubation period of the virus varies for each individual, and as such, a negative result today can change to a positive result tomorrow. Meanwhile, the American Offshore University in Grenada has tightened security protocols at the True Blue campus. Although it had shifted all classes online for the new school year, which began in September, St. George's University had returned to some semblance of normalcy. It had various categories of workers to return to the campus after easing restrictions which had been imposed during the summer. GBN understands that as of today, the university has clamped down on the categories and numbers of persons who are allowed on the True Blue site. Reports indicate that only a handful of people deemed to be essential to the operations are being allowed beyond the security checkpoint. Some members of staff who were allowed to access the university's gym were informed that yesterday was the last time they would be allowed on the premises. The university's communications office informed our news desk that the decision was taken as a precautionary measure to safeguard the management and staff. GBN was assured that the university's operations continue and that staff were told to stay put until further notice. We will continue to monitor that situation and bring you updates as they become available. In the midst of what seems to be a dark period of doom and gloom, many are pinning their hopes on a vaccine. Small island states like Grenada seem to stand at a long shot of being in the front or even the middle of the queue. However, Health Minister Nicholas Steele is convinced that people here will have access by the first quarter of next year. Trelana Charles picks up that story.
To date, there have been over 71 million confirmed COVID-19 cases worldwide. It is no wonder countries all across the globe have been anticipating the arrival of COVID-19 vaccines in the hopes of preventing further spread among their population. When asked if there were any plans by Grenada's government to acquire vaccines for the country, Minister of Health Nicholas Steele said vaccines should be available as early as March 2021.
At the moment, we are confirmed for delivery of approximately the first 20% of our vaccines will come with the first delivery, in my estimation, would be about March of 2021.
He said unlike what is being seen in the US and the UK, the government will not implement any vaccine that has not been approved by the Pan American Health Organization or the World Health Organization.
We are seeing on various international news media vaccines being used in the UK and the US. That is because the UK independently, not waiting on the WHO or Pan American Health Organization, in the UK's case, WHO, not waiting on them, and in the US using their CDC, and you would hear clearly that they're saying that they have allowed emergency approval of it. We do need to address, and we are addressing as a region, us looking at any and some of those vaccines and looking at a fast tracking before or helping PAHO to fast track an introduction, because we're all looking to put this pandemic behind us. But right now, we are having those discussions. We will, like in any of the other discussions, come to the nation and let them know where we are and at what stage we are.
While many Grenadians continue to question the safety of the COVID-19 vaccines, Prime Minister Keith Mitchell said in a parliamentary sitting last week that once the vaccine is deemed safe by medical experts, he will be the first to receive it. He said he will do so publicly in an attempt to remove any doubt in the minds of the Grenadian public. Trelana Charles, GBN News.
This is Network News. Coming up, Trade Unions Council rep announces to the Senate that government wish for 4% deferral is a pipe dream. Stay with us.
Christmas is happening. Christmas is happening. Christmas is happening. At Republic Bank, low interest rate happening. Quick approval happening. Christmas time happening. At Republic
2020 on a merry note at Republic Bank as we spread the holiday cheer with our Make It Happen loans. Republic Bank is here to lighten up your spirit with quick approvals and cash prizes valued at over $10,000.
Christmas is happening at Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
The management and staff of Ariza Credit Union wishes you a joyous and peaceful Christmas. May you and your loved ones continue to be safe as you enjoy the festive season.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Ariza Credit Union, your financial freedom, your future.
We're here to make you happy, 'cause that's what we do.
Christmas safety tips. Always unplug Christmas tree lights before leaving home or going to sleep. Check your tree lights and outdoor lights for damage each year before you use them. Discard lights with frayed wires, loose connections, and cracked sockets. Do not overload your wall outlets or extension cords. Remind children never to touch lights or outlets. Select lights appropriately. Never use indoor lights outside or vice versa. Happy holidays from Grenlake.
Christmas in Grenada plus Flow equals a tablet for your family. Get a Samsung A7 tablet for only $80 when you add your mobile to your home services bundle. Save 30% on your mobile bill and spend the holidays connected with faster internet speeds. Call us today at 1-800-804-2994 and sign up.
It's new, innovative and classy, and a cut above the rest. Your one-stop shop for bathtubs, kitchenette, customized doors and windows, and even a new paint job. We also sell quartz and solid surface countertops. At M&N Hardware, we offer best prices, excellent service, efficiency, and reliability. Visit us at Dusty Highway, Grandin, St. George, or call telephone number 440-6757. M&N Hardware, from foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Get the Christmas feeling at Dean's Mattress today and all through the holiday season. Dean's is bringing you absolute great Christmas chair. Your reward, supportive, a comfortable feel when you get a mattress from Dean's this Christmas season. Special offers on beds, foam, divans, and mattresses. Call Dean's today about your needs for odd size mattresses, baby crib mattresses, and mattresses for yachts. And of course, all the smart shoppers who placed your items on layaway, get them today. A special offer from Dean's. Free delivery island-wide and to the boat for the Carriacou and Pity Martinique customers. Call Dean's now, 440-3240 or 440-0552. Dean's Mattress, where quality is never compromised. Merry Christmas from Dean's Mattress.
Because your vehicle is a necessity, being roadworthy is critical. Hubbard's Motor Department introduces its new tire and battery sales and service outlet located at Building Supplies Compound in Grandance, close to the Sugar Mill Roundabout. Available are a wide range of competitively priced tires, maintenance-free batteries, oils and lubricants. Keeping in mind your busy schedule, this outlet is equipped to provide you with fast and reliable service. Simply drive in and you'll be delighted with your service experience. For more information, contact 440-2087. Hubbard's, quality service, affordable prices.
This Christmas, we need the good vibes more than ever. At LA Purcell, shop all new selections at our home goods, appliance, and hardware stores. Brighten things up at our color center with paint to put the finishing touches on the industry's best building supplies. Last but not least, our annual yard sale is on again for 2 weeks at the LA Purcell car park in town and 3 weeks at our Riverwood store, both starting December 5th. Come
and name your price. And remember, Brussels' motto is cash if you have it or credit if you want it.
This holiday season, let Juve bring you 100% joy with its magical chocolate products. Happy holidays from the management and staff of Juve Chocolate. Juve Chocolate, raise your bar.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Christmas is happening. Christmas is happening. Christmas is happening at Republic Bank. Low interest rate happening. Quick approval happening. Christmas time happening at Republic Bank.
And 2020 on a merry note at Republic Bank as we spread the holiday cheer with our Make It Happen loans. Republic Bank is here to lighten up your spirit with quick approvals and cash prizes valued at over $10,000.
Christmas is happening at Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
We have news just in, an update to our previous story on St. George's University. The university confirmed that a Grenadian-based contractor who has recently worked on the True Blue campus tested positive for COVID-19. The person testing positive is a close contact of one of the individuals in the recently reported cluster of active COVID-19 cases in Grenada. The affected individual is receiving appropriate medical care in a quarantined environment. No students or other individuals on campus are known to be affected. The university said its efforts are focused on tracking and notifying any members of the SGU community who may have been in contact with the individual who tested positive for COVID-19. Added that in accordance with health guidelines, they are conducting additional deep cleaning and sanitizing on campus. With the recent uptick of active COVID-19 cases in Grenada, limited access to campus facilities have been implemented to reduce the risk of infection. In addition, to help mitigate the spread of COVID-19, all Grenada classes are online, and they will continue to provide online distance learning for all students for the entire January 2021 term. Farmers' representative in the Senate says ice sales generated more revenue than the budget provided, yet most machines are not functioning. That was one of his gripes as he spoke in the Senate today.
Over the past years, fisher folk have been clamoring for the ice-producing machines at the various fish markets to be repaired or new ones installed. But in most instances, the problems remain unrectified, forcing fishermen and vendors to seek ice elsewhere. Here are some of the complaints by fisher folk recorded by GBN earlier this year.
Having a problem actually on the whole western side. And one of the biggest problems we have right now is ice. From St. George's, St. John's and St. Mark's. A very serious challenge, you know, because as I tell you, that we might have to end up all in St. George's here to get ice right now.
5 years now I've been vending in the fish market, and for the past 3 years it's been the worst facing the ice problem. Well, we're in here, the machine breakdown, and we had to find ice on our own every day. When we speak to the manager, they tell us it's not the business, it's our goods, so we have to find the ice ourselves. So we want assistance. We want the government to listen and hear our cry, because we need the ice. Every day we have to find ice, and we have a serious problem.
The lack of ice machines issue was taken up by farmers' representative in the Senate, Roderick Sinclair, while dissecting the 2021 budget presentation on Tuesday.
So we have to do some work in Sotes in that fish market there. It's not right, and we agree on that. But I look at the budget of 180,000, and I hope I see it right in the budget. And last year we spent just $6,380. But what is interesting, Mr. Deputy President, is that the sales from ice was over $300,000. Yet still, several of our ice machines are down.
He explained the importance of ice in the fishing industry.
In fact, there are private persons selling ice to the fisher folks. The Sotes fisher folks, they are very good to get some benefit from the MAREP program. So there are some good things, and I don't want us to lose sight of that. And there are other good things that is happening, which I will speak about in a while. So we need to get the ice, because that would affect fishing. Is our #1 export, if we're not too sure about that, to over $20-something million. And even within natural disasters, the hurricane and so on, in Ivan, fish still remain up because the blue economy. It's one of the richest. It's richer than the land that we're standing on today. So,
Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
At this time of year, Hess and the boys are roaming the country, making people laugh and generating Christmas joy. However, COVID-19 is ramming spokes in the parang wheel. GBN's Trelawna Charles traveled to the north of the country to see which lyrics were in the mix but had to be shelved. She sent us this dispatch.
Christmas is quickly approaching, and with it comes an art form that is anticipated by many Grenadians. Chrislyn Flanders from Hermitage St. Patrick, known across the island as Hess and the Boys, has been singing Mele Parang for the past 25 years. He says Parang brings the joy of Christmas to many Grenadians.
To me, it's a good pleasure for the people. Yeah, there is people that just meet me on the street, meet me all over, calling me on my phone and asking me to do one. If they don't hear the Mele Parang for the year, you don't have Christmas. They say Mele Parang is part of the Christmas. They love to hear the Mele around Christmas time. So they just beg the Mele Parang artists and them to do one for the Christmas, you know, just to make the Christmas lively. Yeah, if you take it, most times you pass on buses, cars, everybody playing the Mele Parang right through for the season.
Mele Parang is known for its humorous approach to issues in the country, but he said COVID-19 has negatively impacted the Parang artists.
Around this time now, we normally have a lot of shows, a lot of Mele Parang launch, all those artists and them. Now we have no shows, nothing at all for the Parang artists. No Parang launch, no show, nothing. Just imagine we're in December and nobody don't even call me for a show as yet. So with the COVID thing, the COVID took a lot from the Mele Parang artists. And I know if there was no COVID, there would be a lot of shows. I just see them all over Grenada for the year, all around the island for the year. So my two shows, 3 shows for a night.
Has said the future of Parang as an integral aspect of Christmas culture depends on the involvement of more young people in the art form.
We need some more young folks in the Parang. To say like if me and Leaky and maybe 2 small time give it up, there is nobody to pick it up after us. In the audience when I now started, people used to come forward, I used to write voices for people. You know, but now nobody coming forward and say, well, here's write a few voices for me, no young stars, nobody.
He said no topic is off limits and not even COVID-19 can stop the emergence of Melee Parang, and he had the lyrics to prove it.
COVID-19 can stop us from singing this one. Just distance yourself and sanitize your hand. COVID-19 can stop us from singing this one. Just distance yourself and make sure you wear your mask. She's a beauty, yeah, she is a beauty. But even the blind and all, yes, they could see. She really lost she head, yeah, she lost she head. Girl, how you could bring the Hannah man on your boyfriend bed? COVID-19 can stop us from singing this one. Just distance yourself and sanitize your hand. COVID-19 can stop us from singing this one. Just distance yourself and show that you wear your mask.
Trelawna Charles, GBN News.
I know Parang will be sweet this year. Moving on, while we report the news, we value your feedback. Trelawna Charles plays the role of listener and observer and shares public feedback. Let's cross over to her at this time.
This is Social Buzz, where we shine a light on the thoughts and concerns of our online audience. Last night, we looked at comments regarding the Prime Minister's national address, and tonight we listen to the concerns of some callers on GBN's Good Morning Grenada program.
We have to look out for our people here in Grenada, and so much people are going down now with this thing. We're afraid. We can't go out, we can't do anything, we don't know what to do with ourselves now. What is going to happen to us now?
The only thing I'm happy about is there is no more lockdown, because it is, according to some information, everything is not scientific, and it is not helpful to health. So this locking down and so on, and we have more people dying from this stress of being locked down than the disease itself. So I'm happy that that is not happening here.
They show, and that is one the same. What they call shut down the country for the country this. Well, now the Prime Minister open up the country and you see what Sanders do? Sanders put us in a big set of trouble.
How do you reconcile the 6 feet social distancing, the 10 people per social gathering and so on, and the bus transportation of people in bus? Are we going to make sure that there are 10 people in the squeeze-up bus? I mean, being squeezed in the bus? Or because the buses hold more, carry more than 10 people, to me, there's some contradiction. And I think that's where, the thing is not adding up, and I wish somebody could add it up from time. That's all I'm asking.
I think it's time for us to come up with a proper strategic contingency plan for COVID. The SOE was a contingency strategic plan. Now we have a spike. We should have some clause within the labor laws for when pandemic occurs and people have job losses and so on. The Public Health Act should make preparations for that. So I think we need to engage the legal draftsman of the OECS, because we've been in this almost a year and we need to act sensibly, intellectually.
That's it for tonight's Social Buzz. As always, if you'd like to have your thoughts and concerns shared, be sure to comment on GBN's Facebook page.
We have people across the island on the lookout for visual stories, which they get to share in our nightly newscast. GBN is produced for our audience with audience input. It's over to the GBN I Saw segment.
A good eye captures all. GBN I Saw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. We're changing the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Clear Vision Eye Center. People and technology coming together to help you see the world with a clearer vision.
In tonight's Eyesore, we feature the aftermath of an accident which occurred on Sunday along the Westerhall Main Road. The driver of the car reportedly lost control and ran off the road, during which the car overturned. While no serious injuries were recorded, the motoring public is reminded to practice safe and responsible driving, especially during the Christmas season. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Still ahead, Senator admonishes the media for disregard of the opposition.
Do you want to win loads of prizes this Christmas with BIP? Join our Spin to Win promotion to win exciting prizes daily. Here's how. Go to the Discover section of the BIP app. Search for the Spin to Win channel and click follow. Once you have followed the channel, click the Spin Now button, choose your device type, select your country, and wait for the wheel to start spinning. Be quick. When your wheel lands on the correct prize of the day, screenshot the prize and send your screenshot to the Spin to Win chat to enter the promotion. Click the Daily Updates button to get updates on the prize you are required to spin for each day, and also to know if you are the lucky winner of the day.
A Merry Christmas, spin and win with Bib.
Food is fundamental, and at Caribbean Agro Industries Limited, we source premium quality wheat and other ingredients, so you get the best results in the kitchen, bakeries and farms. For over 35 years, we've supplied Grenada with the finest flour and animal feed. The tastiest cakes, pastries or breads are baked with the region's finest flour. Buy the products you've trusted for all these years. Baker's Pride, Supreme and Sunshine Flour. Get the best of your farm animals with our master mixed feed brands. Support local. Buy products that are made in Grenada. Call us on 440-2954 or visit us at Mount Gay St. George or check our Facebook page. Caribbean Agro Industries Limited, a subsidiary of ADM. Unlocking nature, enriching life.
Do you want to win loads of prizes this Christmas with BIP? Join our Spin to Win promotion to win exciting prizes daily. Here's how. Go to the Discover section of the BIP app. Search for the Spin to Win channel and click follow. Once you have followed the channel, click the Spin Now button, choose your device type, select your country, and wait for the wheel to start spinning. Be quick. When your wheel lands on the correct prize of the day, screenshot the prize and send your screenshot to the Spin to Win chat to enter the promotion. Click the Daily Updates button to get updates on the prize you are required to spin for each day, and also to know if you are the lucky winner of the day.
A Merry Christmas, spin and win with Bib.
Hey man, well man, that's you make that trip. Why do all this more? Things tight since COVID, you know. And Christmas coming, the toys to build, and my house and my car to repair, and the wife wants you to live on. What you want me to do? I'm expected to do all that with more. But what you want me to do? Why don't go down my communal? You don't have to pay them until January. They have 20,000 in giving away, and the interest rate low. And listen to me, I try them orders and them never look good. Who they want them on? Well, watch, like you have more than your ears. Choose your loan at communal, giving you the money for what you want to do. It's a loan for you. You know what? I'll get them a little try. Listen. Where you going on this mode? Don't need it. Leave the mud, man. When you go down there, the rate's low. Low.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load with Tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with Tropical. Can't wait. No package too big, too small. I cannot wait to ship with Tropical. No package too big, too small. Just ship with Tropical.
Local agents, George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. Telephone number 440-8787 or visit our website at www.tropical.com. Email us at grenadasales@tropical.com. Tropical Shipping, committed to island life.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Christmas in Grenada plus Flow equals a tablet for your family. Get a Samsung A7 tablet for only $80 when you add your mobile to your home services bundle. Save 50% on your mobile bill and spend the holidays connected with faster internet speeds. Call us today at 1-800-804-2994 and sign up.
Opposition Senator Terry Noel has called out the media for what he deems to be disrespect and disregard of the official opposition. Senator Noel says after 7 years without an opposition, it ought to be recognized that this has changed. He took a swipe at the local press corps during his presentation in the Senate on Wednesday morning.
I thought it was a bit of a gross disrespect in terms of the opposition. Because the reason why I'm saying that was, well, from the side of the media side. Because the reason why I'm saying that, Mr. Deputy President, over the last 7 years, I think, we haven't had an official opposition in this country, which is something of significance. And opposition is part and parcel of the process. Opposition is key in terms of the efficiencies in government, and is part of the governmentality, Your Majesty's opposition. As I listened, not one instant that the media people spoke about the fact that there is an opposition, and there is an opposition leader, and there is opposition senators, and so on. Not once. Imagine 7 years without opposition, official opposition.
2 near-shore intercept vessels owned by the Coast Guard unit have been restored after major repair work. The Safe Boat midlife upgrade included a complete vessel overhaul, new engines, and spare parts package to ensure continued operability. The presentation ceremony for the new additions was held on Wednesday.
The Grenada Coast Guard is now better equipped to fight criminal activities or provide assistance at sea with the return of 2 nearshore drug intercept vessels valued at US $1 million. The upgrade of the 2 vessels was made possible through the U.S. State Department's Caribbean Basin Security Initiatives, Foreign Military Financing Program, and the U.S. Southern Command. The project supports Grenada's own defense and its contribution to regional security.
We're real proud to show off what is basically a couple-year culmination work that has finally provided them another vessel that we hope to last for another 5 to 7 years and keep them running and competing interdiction and all the other missions out here as far as your Coast Guard putting out the work. So thank y'all.
Deputy Commissioner of Police Franklin Redhead spoke on how effective the vessels will be in its fight against drug trafficking.
Maritime assets are extremely costly to procure. They're extremely costly to maintain and certainly to operate. And certainly I don't believe that without the benefit of our external partners, we'll be in a position where we can certainly do this successfully. The package, the engine change, some of the sensor package in terms of the radar systems, navigation systems, looking at the hull integrity, and a host of other technical issues have been arranged through this program.
The United States originally provided the 2 safe boats to Grenada as part of CBSI FMF grant in 2012. Dominica, St. Kitts and Nevis, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines will also receive vessel upgrades in 2021. It is part of the U.S. Embassy's U.S. Caribbean strategy, which focuses on cooperation in the areas of security, health, energy, education, economic prosperity, and diplomacy. Work on the vessels was conducted by Safe Boat International technicians, the CBSI Technical Assistance Field Team, and Naval Sea System Command. Chrislyn John, GBN News.
Despite COVID-19 and the many challenges faced by businesses, Grenada's leading telecommunications provider, Flow, is ending the year on a charitable yet memorable note. As part of Flow's Christmas to Remember, the company is upgrading nodes for a better customer experience on its network and added value. More in this report.
On Thursday, Grenada's leading telecommunications provider Flow has promised to make Christmas a whole lot better for its customers via its newly launched Christmas promotion dubbed December to Remember. Country manager James Pitt is elated to have launched such a promotion, also bearing in mind the company's corporate responsibilities.
2020 has made broadband and telecoms in general a cornerstone of our new normal. When customers demanded higher speeds to facilitate their education, work, entertainment, and social media needs, we delivered. We are privileged to serve Grenada. Our Christmas to Remember campaign is our way of saying thank you. This campaign is centered on helping customers save money during the holiday season and in 2021. Every household can benefit by signing up for our new specials. Our mobile plans offer so much that there is no need to be concerned about running out of data or minutes while paying a lower bill.
In keeping with the promotion, December to Remember, customers are now afforded the opportunity to maximize on all Flow services. Flow's commercial lead, Lincoln Batiste, explains how this is done.
Now you can add mobile to your home services and get 50% off your mobile plans. For $100, 3 members of your family can have postpaid service. And for the individual plans that used to be $100, only $50 a month. That's a saving of $600 for the year. We also have Samsung A7 tablets worth over $500 that customers can take home for only $80. For our prepaid customers, we have not forgotten you. All Christmas long, we have promotions ranging from you top up $25 and you get one of our 3-day plans, 3 times data on special days. Keep looking out for those top-up specials. And when you come in to sign up for any of these promotions, you will see a lot of exciting things happening in our retail space throughout the Christmas.
Such a bumper start to December, and the promise is that it only gets better. Flow customers are certainly in for a treat this Christmas. For GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Stay with us. The weather is up next, and in sports, West Indies tries to recover.
Hey, look. Rhythm coconuts, rum lemon, passion fruit, sorrel, even the exotic spicy rum.
Ah, the flavored rums of Grenada Distillers Limited.
Class coat?
Yes, girl. They are all produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited in Woodlands. You know, all their rums are world-class and internationally acclaimed, winners of numerous gold medals.
The spicy rum.
We drink it on scoot, add a little flavor to your life.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform. Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Hills and Valley Med Care Center, located on Grenville Street, St. George's, has a highly professional team that gives excellent service in massage therapy, physiotherapy, speech therapy, medical consultation, and more. Hills and Valley Med Care Center sells a wide range of medical supplies, offers home visits for patients in Grenada and Carrier Crew, and opens Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. through to 7 p.m. Visit or call Hills and Valley Med Care Center today, 435-6904.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
It's Waggity Super Sunday! Super Sunday! Get ready for the event of all events, Super Sunday! The biggest bingo event of the year! And this year, it will be held online on Sunday, December 20th from 6 p.m. You can win $25,000 US! Wow! Yes, US $25,000! Tickets are only $20 US. Available from GoToFed.com or box offices island-wide. And also from our main office at Broad Street Mall. Super Sunday! Super Sunday! Get your tickets early and join the fun and excitement online. Play Waggity Virtual Bingo! The new way to play bingo. Yes!
Keeping an eye on the weather, this is GBN. We've got you covered.
Weather for Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight mostly fair with light isolated showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 23.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm by early morning. Seas moderate, waves 5 to 7 feet in open water. There is no warning tonight. Tides would be low at midnight and high at 6 a.m. Weather for Thursday, December 17th, partly cloudy with light isolated showers overnight. Weather for Friday, December 18th, partly cloudy with light moderate morning showers. And weather for Saturday, December 19th, partly cloudy with light to moderate showers occasionally.
West Indies have confirmed their next tour in principle as they look to rebound from a devastating loss to New Zealand, which I know cricket fans are still recovering from. Let's head over to TV6 with James Saunders. He has that update and more.
If at first you don't succeed, pick yourself up and, well, try Bangladesh. Well, that's exactly what the West Indies will be hoping to do as they have little time to put their sour tour of New Zealand behind them. That's when they take on Bangladesh next month. Well, that's because Cricket West Indies agreed in principle today to tour Bangladesh subject to medical logistical details within the tour Memorandum of Understanding. Conversations are expected to continue between the Bangladeshi Cricket Board and the West Indies Players Association to fine-tune the various arrangements relating to health and safety of the players. The Windies are expected to arrive in Bangladesh on January 10th and leave by February 16th. The tour will feature 3 one-day internationals and 2 test matches, in addition to warm-up matches. Well, I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but that is not going to be that easy. Well, so says cricket analyst Fazir Mohammed, who doesn't believe that Bangladesh will be an easy tour. Mohammed says the result against New Zealand wasn't surprising and that the Bangladeshis have what it takes to shine in their own territory.
International cricket analyst Fazir Mohammed says every reliable indicator suggested that the West Indies would have struggled in New Zealand. So said, so done, as the Caribbean side went under 2-0 in the Test series.
The results pretty much turned out as expected. Maybe it would not have been innings defeats in both Test matches, but the West Indies have an abysmal record in New Zealand, and this continued once more. It clearly emphasizes the gap in quality, and not just as far as the players and their individual abilities, but also their ability to concentrate for long periods, and that is certainly a real consideration and a real concern for West Indies and West Indies cricket going forward, because the West Indies have lost 4 of 5 Test matches this year. They've lost 12 of the last 17 Test matches that they've played.
The temptation to drop certain players is there following poor performances against the Black Caps. But Mohammed says it's easier said than done because there's not much to choose from based on the quality of players in the region.
The question is, if heads are to roll, maybe a Craig Brathwaite and a John Campbell at the top of the order, who are to replace them? Who are the ones who are standing up? Who are the ones who are performing in the regional game for their respective territories to demand a selection? Of course, Joshua De Silva, the Trinidad and Tobago keeper, has taken his opportunity with both hands and gloves, and we await to see when Shane Dowrich is fully fit once again what will be the situation when it comes to the selection of a player who was initially in the reserve squad.
The El Socorro-based journalist doesn't expect things to get better anytime soon for the men in maroon. He refers to their upcoming Test series against Bangladesh on the subcontinent as a tough one.
Their next assignment is again away from home, this time in Bangladesh, where the last time they were there, they lost both Test matches pretty handily as well. So that is further cause for concern, heading into another bubble potentially and another challenging campaign.
The Windies play 3 ODIs and 2 Tests against Bangladesh in January and February 2021. Vinod Nawani, TV 6.
In around the globe, the very latest now on a story ABS News in Antigua has been tracking closely. Prime Minister Honorable Gaston Brown says Cabinet will discuss the reintroduction of a voluntary redundancy at the Antigua Port Authority when it meets tomorrow. The head of government, who is also the finance minister, has reiterated that the port is not in a position to pay a bonus for 2020 and wants staffers to act to preserve their jobs.
It is a most irresponsible action to be taken by the union and port workers at this time.
Prime Minister Brown addressing colleague lawmakers on Tuesday over the impasse over bonus payments being demanded by the Antigua and Barbuda Workers Union for its members of the Port Authority. He said bonus payments being demanded for 2016 to 2018 were already paid, but said the demands for 2020 payments are unreasonable as this would undermine the financial viability of the port. The head of government said though the port is overstaffed, his administration has taken a pro-labor position.
The union should take into consideration, Mr. Speaker, that there was a decision taken by the former administration to pursue a program of voluntary separation for port workers because the port has been overmanned for several years. Of the 250 staff complement, the port only requires about 80 of those individuals to function efficiently. But, as a Labour Party government, a government that is pro-labor, pro-employee, we decided to keep on those workers and to scrap the voluntary retrenchment program.
He says Cabinet will revisit the issue at its meeting on Wednesday.
We're going to have a discussion about placing the voluntary redundancy back on the table at the port, and also to make a decision to furlough port workers. Mr. Speaker, I want to make the point here. Going into 2021, there has to be greater discipline in this country among workers, for all of us, at all levels of the society. We cannot recover the gains that we have lost through indiscipline.
He has made this direct and final appeal to the workers for good sense to prevail.
I'm saying to those in my constituency in particular, yes, I have to come and ask you for your vote next elections, but I would have warned you in advance and said to you, preserve your work, because you cannot get a job of that nature that pays you that type of premium anytime, anywhere in the future. And you can't say I didn't warn you. And I love to say, a word to the wise is sufficient.
The meeting of Guyana's former presidents was held at State House on Tuesday in the absence of former President David Granger, who had asked that the caucus be deferred. Wendell Badri reports.
Notwithstanding his request to have the meeting deferred to a later date until an agreed agenda has been drafted, in tandem with addressing a number of issues currently in the public domain, the proposed meeting of former presidents by current head of state Irfan Ali got underway at State House on Tuesday, while former President David Granger was absent. In attendance were former Presidents Bharat Jagdeo, Donald Ramatar and Samuel Hines, in addition to current President Irfan Ali. While Ali had announced the meeting publicly at the launch of the Canada-Ghana Chamber of Commerce, former President David Granger acknowledged the receipt of an invitation to the proposed meeting by the President, but stated that there is public concern about certain governmental actions, including the high rates of deaths as a result of the pandemic, unwarranted dismissals of public servants, harassment of Elections Commission officials, and human rights violations, which can have consequences for Ghana's short, medium, and long-term national development. Granger further emphasized in his letter that it would be a huge public disappointment for the proposed high-level meeting to take place hurriedly, in an unorganized, unplanned manner, and without a predictable prospect of progress or success. Granger made it clear that it would be a blunder to ignore the legitimate concerns of a significant section of the population and the aspirations of the majority of our people, especially those enduring the effects of the pandemic. He recommended, therefore, that the meeting be deferred until these important issues could be satisfactorily settled. Leading up to the event, several political analysts, the likes of Dr. Henry Jeffrey, Hamilton Green, Rickford Burke, among others, publicly advised that Granger should not attend the meeting, given that there was no balance. That is, Granger being the only former president from APNU AFC, while 3 former presidents are representatives of the PPPC, in addition to the current president, who also represents the PPPC. They also stated that the president should ensure that a proper structure is in place for meaningful dialogue to take place. President Ali stated that the objective of the meeting is for the former presidents to present their perspectives and to start dialogue which will help guide the country's developmental agenda. Wendell Badri, HGP Nightly News.
And that's it for our probe around the globe. A recap of this evening's headlines. The National Democratic Congress calls for resignation of health and tourism ministers. Sandals says no comment to local media, but provides information to overseas news outlets. More than 500 people on testing list following Sandals cluster outbreak. St. George's University tightens access to local campus as it monitors soaring testing pool. And an update, SGU confirmed that a Grenadian-based contractor who was recently worked on campus tested positive for COVID-19. Toby Senate appointee admonishes the media for what he claims is a disregard of the opposition. Band leader tells GBN COVID puts a spoke in Parang wheel, but the lyrics will still flow. And in Around the Globe, Antigua cabinet to discuss reintroduction of voluntary redundancy at the Port Authority. And in sports, West Indies tries to make a comeback. If you missed any parts of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or check out our Facebook page and YouTube channel. I'm Chrislyn Lashington. That's the news. We'll see you again. Good night.